Good night, good night, good night, people. Good night, good night. I'm coming on here, do an open talk, open panel. So if anybody interested in coming on, they can very well do so. If anybody's interested in coming on, they can very well do so. I'm doing an open panel tonight. So I want people to come in. Let's have a talk. Because I'm watching some wild ass shit on YouTube. This shit is going crazy. People screaming, cursing. All kind of madness is going on. So I want to know what you think about what's going on Black YouTube and YouTube in general with all this crazy shit going on. This one against that one, this one cursing that one. All kind of madness. I'm trying to stay out of it, but it looks like, you got to comment on some of the shit in order to get views, it would seem, right? Do you think that you want to hear knowledge or you like the shit talk and the craziness? You let me know. Which one do you like more? Because I'm trying to do knowledge and like nobody wants to get involved with this. I had to cuss out people mother and go crazy. So you tell me what you think is selling on YouTube these days. Am I boring? Am I doing the wrong thing? Somebody let me know. Cause somehow I feel like I ain't with it. I feel like I'm not with what's happening on YouTube. So I looked into this book, Early Dynastic Kemet. So I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show a little bit of this book. Because I got put onto this book because I was doing the retainer sacrifice, and this was one of the references. So let's just look into this book. First of all, this individual on the front is King Narmer, obviously an African. And this is called Early Dynastic Egypt by Toby A.H. Wilkinson. So let's get into it and see what's up, what secrets it has to reveal. If anybody wants to come in, let me know so I could put the link in the chat. So I'm going to go through this book a little bit and see what it has to offer. And this book is from 1999, so 26 years ago. Pretty recent book, right? So let me get into some of this here and see what's popping off. Right. List of plates, list of figures, prologue, acknowledgement, Egyptology, early that. Right. I'm not going through all that. It's 395 pages, so let's get into it. See what we can see. That might be interesting. I'm not going to read all that prologue and all that boring stuff. Right? Let's see what we got. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this shit. We're not reading none of that either. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is probably a of of Egypt and Nubia showing sites mentioned in the text. Small capitals denote ancient place names. K, 1, N. Well, all right, we're not. Okay. Look all the names here. Right. Let me see what's going on here. I'm not reading all that. I don't think. Should I? Should I read the introduction? Nah, I ain't gonna read that. Alright, I'm gonna go through this and see what it have. This looks like a book I might recommend. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Right. When you come in, let me know, right? I'm just going through this because I just downloaded the book for one particular picture that they said they think might have been a human retainer sacrifice. Right. This is the picture in question. Let's go to that. And I want you to tell me if you think this might, this has anything to do. They say this is the picture here. And they're describing it as human sacrifice, iconographic evidence. A fragmentary label of Aha from Abydos showing a bound prisoner being sacrificed. An officiant plunges a dagger into the prisoner's breast while a bowl stands between the two to catch the blood. After Petrie 1901, plate 36, a wooden label of Jeddah from Socorro with an identical scene of prisoner sacrifice shown in the top right hand corner. After Emery 1961, 59, figure 21, note to same scale. So I don't understand where they getting all of that from in here. I'm not seeing no dagger plunging. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm not seeing it. So somebody might have to put me on to show me where all that imagery is. Oh, they're saying this is a dagger in the bowl? That's crazy. I don't know if you guys tell me if you seen any imagery like that. Divine images representing of cold images from contemporary dynastic source. Female figure of a sledge, possibly a divine image shown on the scorpion mace head. Female figure carrying shrine, again plausibly identified as divine image, shown on normal mace head. Right, right. This is definitely some Medu Necha here. So let me build it up, see if we could read it. And figure 3 is what? What are they saying it is? Entry from the third register of the Palermo stone, referring to a year in the mid-first dynasty as the year of dedication, the image of the god said, after Schaefer 1902, plate 1, not to same scale. So it doesn't say, right. So this says messed. Not sure what this is. Looks like Anpu. And I don't know what the rest of that actually says. Right. Anybody's interested in coming in, let me know. If you're interested in coming in and making a contribution, let me know. I'm going to drop the link in the chat to see if anybody's interested in coming in. Shucks. The link is in the chat here. So there's the link. If you're interested in coming in, that's the link there. I was just going through the book a little bit to give you guys time to come in to see if you wanted to actually interact with me tonight. Because I'm watching all this crazy shit going on YouTube, boy, and I'm wondering if there's something wrong with me for trying to teach. Should I get into the bullshit? Should I be out here screaming, cursing, yelling, tripping? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know, man. You had to tell me. All right. So I pinned it to the top. So I pinned it to the top. And if you want to come and let me know. If you want to come and let me know. I was just going through these things to give you some time. So let me see if I have anything else interesting that I might want to pull out. Have some images here from the Temple of Set. It's called the Temple of Setos at Abydos. So I got some images. I'll go through those images. They're very interesting. Think you might like that. Nah, let me go into the TLA, see what I can find. Actually, I think I have something queued up already. Let me see what this is. Right. This is the instructions of Ptahhotep. So let me read a little bit of that to you guys. Right. So let me read a couple lines of this to you guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Don't go nowhere. Mute up for 1 second. I got something important to do. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. I just had to take a little break. Mm, okay. I had to stop sharing what I was sharing before. All right. Now I can reshare screen. And I don't know why it looks like this. I apologize. It's not it's not my fault. But that's just how it came out for some reason. Right, right. It says neat Emmy Emmy oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Right. Neat Emmy Lesby. All right. All right. It says the teachings of the city governor and vizier Ptahhotep under the majesty of the king of Upper Lower Egypt, Isisi, who may live forever and ever. All right. Now, this actually means the overseer of the city. Emir is the overseer of the city. The city leader and vizier Ptahhotep says, O ruler, my lord, old age has set in, literally has risen. And old age has set in, the weakness has come, and the childlike helplessness shows itself again. Because of them, because of the weakness of Iwu, one who behaves like a child again, lies down every day. The eyes are weak, the ears are deaf. I don't want to get into the middle lecture now. I'll go over that another time. I just want to read through a little bit of this quickly. If anybody wants to come in, you can definitely come in. The link is in the chat. Let me translate this to English. My strength is fading because my heart is tired. My mouth has fallen silent, and he cannot speak anymore. The mind, literally the heart, has weakened, and he can't remember yesterday. The bone has been hurting for a long time, or consistently, literally, because the strength of years. The good has turned to bad. All taste is gone. What age does to people bad things in every respect. The nose is blocked. So he's talking about old age and what old age does to people. So he's complaining about old age. And this would be a letter that traditionally he would have written to his son. She she can't breathe or smell anymore. Standing up and sitting down is difficult. May a humble servant, literally the servant there, be commanded to make a rod of age. Then I would love to tell him, I.e., the rod of age, the words of the listeners, judges, and the advice behaviors of the ancestors who listened to the gods of the past. Then may the like be done for you, so that sickness, sorrow will be driven away from people, and so that the two shores will work for you. Now the majesty of his God said, first teach him about the speech. Then he may well be a role model for the children of high officials. May hearing, obeying become his, literally enter into him by after every right deposition has been commanded to him. For there is no one who was born wise. So this is the famous instructions of Ptahhotep. This was on what they call a priest papyrus with the instructions of Kagemini. So I'm just reading a little bit of this for you. If you want to come in, you can come in. I'm not going through the Medu lecture yet. I might do that at a later date. So on page 4. Beginning of the sayings, maxims of perfect speech, which the hereditary prince and count, the father of God and beloved of God, the eldest natural king's son, the city governor, and Vizier Ptahhotep, as one who instructs the ignorant in knowledge according to the rules of perfect speech, to the advantage for him who will listen obey, to the disadvantage for him who would disregard them. Now he said to his son, do not be ignorant, literally, do not be big in heart because of your education, but consult with the unlearned as well as with the learned. The peak of artistry has not been reached, and there is no artist who has acquired his skills. Perfect speech is better hidden than greenstone or in malachite or emerald. She can be found with the maids among the milestones. If you meet an opponent in action, literally in his moment, one with a leading mind and one who is more capable than you, then bend your arm and bow down literally. Bend your back. Okay. What's up, Chris? What's up? If you have time, you could hit the link. If not, I'm gonna keep reading. But if you have time, Chris, you could hit the link and come in, and we could talk about it. Because I'm looking for some interaction, right? But peace, brother. Christopher Withers is very good with the language, and he's a good grammarian. So that's a good brother to link up with. Yes, brother Chris.
Yo, what's up, man? What you on
What's
tonight?
No, I was hoping for some interaction, but I went to TLA and I started reading the instructions of Ptahhotep.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I realized when you read these things, some of these translations ain't sounding too right. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea about a translation, right? You have to take the transliteration and then try to come up with a sensible translation. So, you know, that could take a couple of passes because when you're translating, each time you read and you come back, you may fine tune it a little bit more, fine tune it a little bit more, And then we are talking about maxims here, right? Wisdom maxims. So people are gonna probably translate them a little bit differently. Yeah.
Can you see it though?
Yeah, I see it.
All right. Should I go back to the beginning or keep reading?
No, no, no. Yeah, no. I don't want to stop your flow. Yeah, just go. Just start.
Okay.
Continue from where you're at. Yeah.
This says, "Let not your heart be presumptuous," with a question mark against him. Now this says M ta ib ket f.
Hmm.
Now is that correct? Does it actually say that, or are they taking liberties with the translation?
Yeah. Nah. So the M here is a way of negating. So yeah, so you have M cha. Yeah, your heart ib with respect to him. Yeah, that's pretty much what it translates as. Now,
Okay.
now you can discuss the meaning of the verb. Of cha, right? You can go in and try to maybe get a clearer definition of what cha is trying to say.
That's
But
this one, right?
yeah,
Well, let's see what they're saying. It says to be overbearing. That sounds like a bit of a stretch.
yeah. Well, I mean, but why would it be a stretch? That well, what did the maxim before it say?
What did the maxim before it say?
Right. Yeah, to
That's a
try to
good
get an
question.
idea. Yeah, it's probably should look at that maxim too. Yeah, just getting trying to get an idea, and then you got to look at how cha is used in different sentences.
Okay, so let me go back to page 4 and see what it says. But you have to. This is German, so you have to translate it first, then translate it, if that makes sense.
Hmm. And I followed. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning. This is where it begins at.
All right. Beginning of the saying maxims of perfect speech, which the hereditary prince and count, the father of God and beloved of God, the eldest natural king's son, the city governor for say Ptahhotep, is one who instructs the ignorant in knowledge according to or and to the rules of perfect speech to the advantage, literally, as a useful thing for him who will listen, obey, and to the disadvantage, literally, harmful, useless thing for him who would disregard, literally transgress them. So this is the Medu Neche here. This is Hat M Senu. Is that correct? No, that's not right. Hat M Chezwu M Medut E. Is that correct? Or is that just Medut? Chris, you going?
No,
What
no, that's the yeah, that's medet. Chesu ni medet.
Right. Neferet.
Hmm.
They translate as that beginning of the sayings or maxims, perfect speech. So that
Yeah,
sounds correct, right?
or beautiful words. Yeah, of
Okay.
this speech. Yeah,
Then there's herb. Oh God, I'm horrible at
iripat.
this. Iripat, hata, necher eat, necher etef.
Nechetef. Yeah.
Right. Neche Medi. Sut Sa. So that would be
Nesutsa.
with the hereditary prince and count, the Father of God, beloved of God. Right? So okay. Right? That's what they're translating this as, right?
Yeah, so far, yeah. Hereditary prince and father of God, yeah. Yeah, the beloved of God,
All right.
or beloved of the nature, right?
Right. I don't know where to get count. The eldest natural king's son, the city governor, and Vizier Ptahhotep.
Yeah, so
So are they
the word Nasutsa is for prince. Now you could translate the next one after that, the Nichetef. I mean, count works, but I'm sure there are better words to use.
wait a minute,
It don't take away from the context and it like that. It
wait a
don't lead
minute.
you
So
astray.
so are they saying that Ptahhotep is royalty? Or am I misreading that?
Yes, Ptahhotep is definitely royalty. Yeah,
So wait a minute. So Ptahhotep is the king's oldest son?
that's what's said to be. Yeah, I've heard this story before. Yeah, yeah, he wasn't just a regular dude.
Well, you see, when you read, you learn.
Yeah, no, he was not a regular guy.
Wow. So wait a minute. So if he was this old, that means his father had to be dead.
Or his father was just really old.
Well, but
Oh,
this
you
doesn't.
mean Ptah Hotep's father? Now we don't know if his father was a king, but remember though, the Nasut would adopt people as his child. So everybody who's called Nasut Sa was not direct blood lineage to the Nasut.
But this says natural king's son, so that means that he actually his son. This doesn't say adopted in here at all.
Well, it says Ni Chetef. Yeah, it says of his flesh.
Right,
Ni Chetef.
right. So that
Excuse me,
means
Chetef.
right. So
Hmm.
that means he's his actual son then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's of his flesh. Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Well, look at
Hmm.
that. When you read, you learn. I didn't even know that. As one who instructs the arrogant in knowledge according to or and to the rules of perfect speech to the advantage, literally as a useful thing for him who will listen obey, to the disadvantage, literally as a harmful, useless thing for him who regard, literally transgress it. So this is where they say an overseer and vizier. Emir, Pat, Ptahhotep.
Well, no, slow down. So you got Imidar Niyut. He's the
Sorry,
overseer. He's the
sorry.
overseer of the city.
Emir Nuit, overseer of
Right.
the city. Pat, I don't know why they translate that as vizier. I don't think that's correct.
No. Slow down. Slow down. No. They're correct. The word is chat.
Right, but does it actually mean vizier or is that a
Yes.
European term? Okay,
No. And yeah, I mean it translates into segues into, yeah, vizier would be the closest thing you could say.
okay,
Right. It's
right,
nothing wrong with. I don't know why people jump on European terms. It's nothing wrong with the European term itself. The term might be short sighted, right? The
but that's the
term may
best they
not
could do.
reach, right? The term may
That
not, like the word king. King is a good substitute for nasut, but it falls short, right? It doesn't convey the whole cultural nuance
right,
behind the word, right?
okay. But we see here Ptah Hotep, and this is a symbol for either elder or royalty, correct?
Yeah, it's a dignitary, yeah, sitting in a
But
on
that's
a
also,
chair.
but isn't that also synonymous with Neche as well?
No, you won't see this with a netcher. Not that symbol. You'll see a bird on a stick or something like that, or
All right.
yeah,
And M Sebait. Ooh.
im sabah.
Oh, Seba.
Hmm.
This would be oh God, oh God, oh God. I
That's
know the word,
that's
I know the word, I know the word, I know the word. Don't help me, don't help me, don't help me.
well. Just say it. What is this? What's the word? Maybe if you say it, it'll come to you.
Oh, oh my
What is it?
God. This would be Horm. Oh my God.
Well, forget about the vowels, but what are the consonants? What's the?
I know this is core.
No, it's not core. No, that's a monoliteral. What's the phonetic value of that monoliteral?
Is it like a KH?
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Kamu ni.
No ni. It's just it's the last three things behind it are just are
Alright.
determinatives.
So Kamu, right?
Yeah, chemu.
Kemu,
No,
which
no,
means
no, chemu, not chemu.
oh, I see. I knew the word Kemu, which means ignorant.
No, not Kimu. See, someone in the audience to hear that and say, "See, that's Kim." No, this is the word chemu.
Kamu,
Chemu, yes,
Kamu, which
yes.
means, and the ni means ignorant, right?
Ignorant, right? Not to
And
know
this
exactly.
means person
Well, yeah,
or
because they put the "u" at the end, and
right.
anyway, yeah.
So this is rec makes the ignorant to know. Er tep oh
Hesip, Dep Hesip,
tep hesep.
hmm like the correct method, the best way.
Oh, and medut nefert m
Medet Neferet. Stop making it plural.
oh medet neferet perfect
hmm
speech m is it Beckett
That's the ach bird. Achet.
Aket
hmm
m sedge
Ni, not
sedgem
M. That was ni. You said M. Ni.
oh ni sedge t f
Sejum T. Yeah.
sedgem t m no f m who I don't know that I don't know I don't know this one.
I think these are the yeah. You got me. I think that's these are. I think it's sa to something or
M neti or te tegert
het tehet.
tehet
Mm-hmm.
sat. Right. So this is this last portion here.
Yeah. Then I think it goes to the one.
As one who instructs the ignorant in knowledge according to the rules of perfect speech, to the advantage as a useful thing for him who will listen obey, to the disadvantage as a harmful useful thing for him who will disregard transgress them. I don't know how to get transgressed with feet, but
Go against. If you go against someone, the feet can be used as to walk to be go against.
wow, that's deep. JDTN F Core Saif? No, Saif. Now he said to his son, do not be ignorant, literally, do not be big in heart because of your education. So this is M, Aha, Ib, Ket, Tep, Kor, Ket.
That's hair. Hair rech. Rech.
Oh,
Not whore. It's rech.
oh my goodness, what am I doing? Hirek,
Right.
Ket. Do not be
Heck.
arrogant, literally, do not be big in heart because of your education. But consult with the unlearned as well as with the learned. So Nedge, Ket, Henna, Ka,
Chem.
Ka,
Chem. Chem.
Kam, Me, Rek.
Yeah. Chemi rech.
Right. So, but consult with the unlearned as well as with the learned. Ni, Ini, Ent, Wu, Tu, um, Deru, Hemut. For the peak, literally the limit of artistry has not been reached.
Now it doesn't say that
Nini,
exactly, but that conveys the idea.
okay. Nini,
Nen.
her,
Nen.
Nin, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Hen Wu, Wu, Upper, Ak Wu F. And there is no artistry who has fully acquired his artistic skill, literally, who is equipped with regards to his skill. Now I'm just cheating, which is bad.
Yeah, you should always just try to look at the. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're doing. If you're just trying to just read just to be reading, that's fine. But if you want to try to read and try to come up
D
with a sensible translation, then yeah, you probably should put your hand over the translation. But
D
but but the process goes slower though if you do it that way.
D ger
Dega, dega,
dega
or
means
degu.
hidden. That means hidden, right?
Yeah, because of the man that yeah, or concealed. Yeah,
Medut, Nefert, Er, Nej. No, is that Nej? No, it says Wedge. So hidden speech, hidden perfect speech to nobles. No, perfect
no,
speech is
cause,
better.
no,
Perfect
cause
speech is better hidden than greenstone, malachite, or emerald.
right, because the determinative on the word
Oh,
waja is a stone.
oh, a mineral.
Yeah,
Says u gemt,
gemet.
gemet,
Mhm.
sa.
No, where you get sa from? There's no
That's not.
sa there.
Sorry. S
Right, gemetes.
ma hemet hor benwoot,
Yep, benwoot. Mm-hmm.
which is another mineral. But I'm cheating because this talks about the woman at the grindstone, but she can be found with the maid above the millstones. Gem ket meja sawu e. Nah, that don't sound right. That's not right.
Well, you got the word ja there, jai. Where does that word end at?
Right after the second man, I'm assuming.
So you got two determinatives there, right?
Right.
Well, I'm sorry, you got one. Well, technically, you could have two because e could also be a determinative there, but
This is Ja Iswu M. I know this word. I know this word.
no s sound. It's the A1 vulture.
Right.
What's the phonetic value of the A1 vulture
Atep
or at? Yeah,
at
at
F
atef.
Corp Corpa.
Or
That's
herpa, yeah, you said it that way.
Ib M Ik- Ikor or
Okay,
Ket
yeah.
Haka
Where you get
Mai
where you get a ha from?
Ka Ma
Well, just ha, yeah, it's just a double, yeah. Ham, hama, or ham.
Awui Ket. So I know this is something about arms,
Your
definitely.
arms.
Right. And I just read this part. This is something about his moment. If you meet an opponent in action, literally in his moment, one with a leading mind and one who is more capable than you, then bend your arm.
Back up.
Hamas saket and bow down, literally bend your back. I know this word means back. This word
Or
means
rear,
yours.
yeah. Hmm.
So this much mean bend. Wow. Now I'm starting to get a headache. I think I'm gonna pass out. And I went through this on Smash's show without the training wheels.
1 second.
M ta ib ket ref. Right.
Yeah, what made you pull out the maxims of Ptahotep?
I don't know. I just feeling random tonight.
Oh, okay, okay. Have you ever heard of uh the book reading book?
Yes, but that's all in Medu Nature.
That's what you need. That's what you need.
Boy.
Because as long as
You,
you keep doing it this way, you're gonna you're gonna be saying things like you said before. Well, how did they get that? How did they get that? So you gotta get something that don't have that in it, and then make translations with someone, and then you'll see how after 3 or 4 translations, then you all come up with a sensible translation, right? And then you'll say, well, this word don't necessarily mean that, and then that's how you build up to, you know, some of these translations you see on the side over here. It may
yeah.
sound like it's reaching, but they've played around with several different translations. I assure you, to come up with that one, and it might not be the best, right? It might
Yeah.
not necessarily be the best, right? That depends
Because
on the context.
I realize they just like to take liberties with these translations a lot.
Nah, well,
They do. Because when
I
you really know and you see these things, it's like totally off and way out of context. Just random way out of context things sometimes that have nothing to do with what you're
so
really
so
reading.
so yes, I've seen errors in the TLA because it's just a large text corpus, so errors are going to creep in. But I mean, I think 90% of it is on point though. Maybe even 95% of it's on point. Every now and again, you may get some far fetched translations, but that's understandable though. It's a
Yeah,
large
but
body of work.
no, Chris. And then you have something called a conspiracy. So they just deliberately mistranslate words because
Nah,
they
I
down
don't
with
think they
the
deliberately
Chris.
mistranslate
Chris,
stuff.
you have a conspiracy. You know that. Anytime you see Kemet as Black Land, that's the conspiracy. You know that, and don't tell me I'm lying because you know it doesn't mean that.
Nah, well, no,
And
no, no. I'm a proponent that it does mean black land. I
yeah,
don't think it means black people,
yeah, but you see, but you see now here's the
but
here's the
not
thing, and
fertile land though. I don't buy the
when
fertile
you
land
say
part.
land, you mean land as in government, people, politically speaking.
Yes,
That's
yes.
not what they're saying. They're talking about dirt. There's a big
Well,
difference.
well, it is used like that though in later, um, in later kingdoms though it is used that way. That there is a Ta Kemet. That term does exist.
Really?
Yeah, Ta Kemet.
You know, we were
Yep.
looking for that in the TLA and we couldn't find it, and we said
Yeah,
that that's
you
a
got to go
BS
outside
term.
the TLA. The TLA, as you know, does not have everything.
Where could we find that though?
You got to
You
start looking at Papyri. I can
you know,
show you the
Chris.
step for Papyri.
You know, Chris. You're a man that I would love to have you come on my show for half an hour. I would love to see if you'd be gracious enough to volunteer time to come on my show if you have time. If you don't want to do it, it's okay.
No,
But
that's
yeah,
cool. It's cool. No, we just have to set up a time because the times that you're on, I'm normally at work normally at that
I was doing
time.
some random, Chris. I was doing some random type thing. I was be coming on when I feel to come on, which is not good. Because right now I'm building my poor little page, and I'm boring too. I'm very boring. People don't want to hear this. I don't have that type of voice that holds people's attention
No.
at,
It no
at
no
all.
no. It's not about voice. It's just that when we start to dissect the text and actually go into the language, people just fall off. Understandably so. I ain't tripping. That's cool. But
Uh,
if you're not on here arguing or talking about someone's mother, then you may get 5 people to come on.
Chris, you know how in the beginning I said I wonder if I'd come on here and curse out people's mother to get views because it looks like that's what's selling right now. But at 48 years old, that don't look good on me. I'm not gonna
And
curse out
no,
people's mother.
sir, let's not do that. Yeah,
But
yeah.
you
See,
see,
you and I are the same age. No.
but you see, Chris, they make you want to do that because you get in these back chat with some of these people, and they say the stupidest things. And then
Yeah.
I'm at the point where when you say something stupid in my presence, I'm gonna tell you that you sound stupid. Just like the other day, Chef and the Chef was in the back chat, and the man said, "What have African people built anything?" And I know it had to be the ancestors because if I was in there, I would have cussed him so bad.
Yeah, but that's trolling though. I mean, people. That question is so easy. Easy. We, we
No,
we answered that 20 years ago. You know what
but
I'm
he's
saying? I
serious,
mean,
Chris. Chris, he's serious. He's not joking. And I had a debate the other day. I know you wouldn't have seen it, but I went on Low Key Genius channel, and I had a debate with them, and I was talking about was the afterlife only for the higher the nobles.
Mhm.
And my view is no, it was not, because the text never said that. People just assumed that because the first text they saw didn't mention regular people. And all the texts that they find, surprise, are of noble people. But of course, you're only going to see texts of noble people. But when you read the text doesn't say anything about people's status to get into heaven. And
Right.
the guy argued with me and told me only the king becomes the deity. And I showed him the papyrus of Anui, and like he still didn't believe me because it says that this individual who wasn't a king became the deity. Then he started arguing about retain the sacrifice, and I said it never happened. He said it did. Then I started to read. I actually did a 5-part reading on a paper, and I came to the conclusion that they're sure that people kill themselves to be with the pharaoh.
Right.
But
Probably in the
when
old kingdom, like the really
yes,
first couple of dynasties. Yeah.
yeah, but when they're talking about people being actually killed to go with the king, they don't seem very, it's like probable or possible. And then they show this little rinky dink. Let me show you the little rinky dink evidence they show of actual what they call in human sacrifice. And I want you to tell me, as a person who's familiar with these texts, how in the world did they get human sacrifice from this? Somebody getting killed. I know you. I know you're going to be familiar with it, right? So
Yeah.
let me
Yeah.
show
What
you.
is? Yeah.
It's this little rinky dink thing from Aha's time where they
Okay.
show you this thing saying, I don't know how they get what they got out of this. Maybe I'm just tripping and I need help understanding because this don't look right to me at all. I really don't know how they did it. So let me go ahead and show you this, and I want you to tell me if you think I'm out of context for saying that's nonsense.
Yeah. But my thing is, why would people be surprised that most ancient cultures at some time at their dawns practice some form of human sacrifice? I mean, the Zulu did it. I mean, the Maya did it. I mean, Chinese did it, and then
Well, I think.
they evolve out of it at some point. I mean,
Well, I
is human
think.
sacrifice beyond? Can Africans not practice human sacrifice?
Now look at this. I want you to tell me how they get a dude getting stabbed with a bowl, and he's a prisoner. Explain that to me, because this don't say nothing about human sacrifice. So this little picture here is somebody getting stabbed.
Yeah, yeah, look, that's what yeah, right there, yeah.
Is that really somebody getting stabbed? You agree with that? You think that's somebody getting stabbed?
I mean, I can see how someone could interpret it as that,
That
but
could be a
again, but
circumcision. That could be anything. There's
yeah, I
no
mean,
blood
very
coming
true,
out.
very true.
There's no blood coming out of here.
Yeah,
The
this is
dude
at the
not even
dawn of
bleeding.
hieroglyphs.
Yeah,
You would
but
have you would have to find some other drawings representations, maybe with the same pattern, to try to conclude that this is some kind of
and it's
ritual or something.
fragmentary. And it's fragmentary. I don't even know how they get that this is aha because I don't even see anything that says aha here. So I don't know
Well,
how they get that.
there is some Medunetia there. There's the word for sun, and of course the word for Nasut, and then we
Yeah.
have Ha,
Where?
that plant above
This?
the spear. No, that's Mess or Messu.
This?
That's Mess. Yeah, Ha.
This?
Yep,
That's a ha?
that's a Ha. Yeah, and then
Okay.
the spear in front of it might be a glyph, but it looks like a spear.
Right, but that doesn't say aha. I'm sure I know what aha looks like, and that's not it.
Yeah, but it's spelled similar to that because the word after it is king. The word after it is Nasut.
This here, right?
Yeah, so it's definitely. And then there's the Sarech with Horus on it. There's the golden Horus. Yep, the Sarech.
Right. And this
And
is
normally they'll put the name right underneath.
right.
Um,
But there
yeah,
is
right
no
up in
name
that
here.
area.
But there
Yeah,
is no name here that we could see.
and
And
then
this
there's the
is
bull
and this
Kim.
says and this says a majesty, right?
Yeah, Kim. Yep, Mess.
No. This has majesty, right?
Yeah, I said him.
Hem.
Yeah, him.
Right. And
Yeah.
this is saying His Majesty the Bull.
No, well, it's just this the Kimball. It's the standard,
Right. Oh, His Majesty the Black Bull.
right? And then we have Nasud
That
at the
makes a lot of sense.
bottom.
That makes a lot of sense. So we know that
Yeah, I
they're
want to see
definitely
the
talking about a
original.
king. Yeah, but like the original is fragmentary. I don't know where they got this from specifically. I know this says something like mess, right?
Yes, it's mess again. Yep.
Right. So that would be born or to give birth to, something like that, right?
Yeah, it can mean children too. It can mean child.
But this is crazy. I don't understand how to get in that. That's out of
Well,
context.
that one that on in the first register, the top part, it looks like a guy being stabbed in the chest.
That's his chest?
He's being stabbed with somewhere.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that's not his
there.
chest. That's his midsection. And he got 1 foot.
And I think I see a catfish in the middle. Is that a fish that the guy's holding there in the middle?
Right here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like a
So isn't
fish.
this so wow? And they're carrying different, I don't know what it is they're carrying, but they're carrying different things, right?
Like a representation of the king.
Yeah, is that a
There's the
ladder?
bird. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Looks like looks like a robot. I don't know what that is.
For real. Right. Wow. Okay. Am I having a baby in the background or am I
That
tripping?
is. That's my baby. Yeah.
Oh gosh, wait. So Chris. Am I taking you away from your baby?
No, you're not.
But he clearly wants attention. He or she clearly wants attention because I'm hearing one set
Nah,
one set of noise.
she's just fighting the pillow.
Oh, it's one of
Yeah,
those
that's all.
moments.
Yeah,
I don't want to go to sleep. Why do children do that though? They don't like
I
to
don't
sleep.
know. I don't know why they fight sleep like that.
That's interesting. Well, Chris, thanks for coming on. I know you need to put the baby to sleep, so I'm not gonna hold you longer. But if you would graciously give me half an hour of your time, I would appreciate it. So
Yeah,
thanks again, my brother.
let's set something up, man. Yeah, set something
Yeah.
up and let
All
me know
right.
what it is.
You're in the back chat, right?
Yeah, I'm in the back chat.
Right. So you know my name in the back chat. Hit me up in the back chat and we'll see if we could I won't keep you too long. A half an hour is good enough.
Okay, that'll
I want
work.
to keep you on that. All right, my brother.
All right. What's up?
Hotep. Well, you see, I was fortunate to get my brother Chris Withers in here, man. So see how things work out. And hopefully he'll be in the show soon. So people have a blessed and wonderful night. Cuckoo! I'm gonna change the title of this one.